Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Manage Your Destiny Astrological Insights by Deepika Tandon. I am making a video on Pisces today, the last one from the Zodiac series. You can watch my videos on other Zodiac signs by clicking on the links in the description box below, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you never miss out notifications of my upcoming and exciting astro-based videos. So Pisces, here is all about your sign, and for others you'll be able to relate with this video if your friends and family members have a Pisces Ascendant sign, Pisces Moon sign or Pisces Sun sign. Now some of you may not know what Ascendant, Moon and Sun signs are. So before I begin, let me explain that using the mind, body and soul concept. It's quick and pretty simple. So let's watch it. Moon sign represents the mind. So if you are a Pisces moon, then you will have a mental frame and thought process of a Pisces. Ascendant sign or rising sign represents the body. Ascendant is the zodiac sign that was rising from the east side of where you were born. Usually we look at the rising sign to judge a person's personality and his reactive patterns. So if you are a Pisces ascendant, then your actions will be of a Pisces. And sun sign governs your soul. So if your sun sign is Pisces, then your passion and interest will lie in those areas that you're gonna watch in this video. And in case you want to know more about your own ascendant sign, moon sign and sun sign for specific astrological insights, including the influence of all the planetary placements in your birth horoscope, then you can book a session online with me on the services page of my website www.manageyourdestiny.com. Okay, now let's begin with Pisces. Pisces is an overly sensitive, compassionate, psychic, empathetic and lovable sign. They cannot endure betrayal and disloyalty. They are deeply intuitive and they have this mystical depth. They look within most of the times rather than focusing on the worldly affairs. They introspect a lot, which makes them irritable at times, so they become moody and impatient. And while dealing with these mood swings, they prefer isolation to reinstate their energies and swing back. They can persuade anyone using their emotional bonding. These guys can be sarcastic at times. They find comfort in sarcasms to hide their hurt or their vulnerable side. Pisces is exceedingly creative and they are usually lost in their imaginations and dreams. They want to beautify things around them using their creative minds. They see the world with rose-colored spectacles. Everything is so imaginative and like some fantasy in their life. These guys love to travel. They don't like to stay at one place for long. That is why they will keep changing homes, or we can say they move out at least once in their lives. Pisces is inspired by their ecosystem and they adapt to change accordingly. They get along with almost everyone as they make sincere friends. Now, as Pisces has this natural ability to absorb emotions and energies, they hold up many secrets. They become so swallowed by emotions and sensitivity that they sometimes find it difficult to keep stable feet on the ground. They have a dark side too, and they are very protective of that. They have a very magical and mysterious presence. It is a task to decode their desires. People sometimes find them delusional and they lose out on patience. And as I mentioned earlier, they are clairvoyant. So in any kind of relationship, they will involve profound spiritual exploration and then they go by their gut instincts. And therefore, they can sense or feel people and situations instantly. They constantly gauge them. So if you are a friend of the Pisces, you are being scanned thoroughly and they are not assertively judgmental though. The symbol of Pisces is a pair of fish swimming in opposite directions. It symbolizes the constant division of Pisces' interest between fantasy and reality. They live in two worlds. They daydream a lot and suddenly something happens and they switch back to reality. Pisces is a negative, mutable sign with a water element. It has a feminine energy and is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion. Like how every other zodiac is ruled by some planet in the solar system. Western astrology also considers Neptune as its ruling planet. Pisces may exhibit a dual personality as it is a mutable or dual sign. So they can adapt to situations easily because they possess mixed qualities of cardinal as well as fixed signs. Now sometimes understanding them and their needs gets a bit difficult. Their favorable colors are yellow, bronze, sea green, mauve, aquamarine, lilac, purple and violet. The lucky gemstone is topaz or yellow sapphire. Some other favorable ones are moonstone, yellow zekin, jade, amethyst, yellow tourmaline, aquamarine, coral, bloodstone, and rose quartz. Their lucky numbers are 3 and 9. Their lucky day is Thursday. Their favorable direction is north and northeast. Venus is exalted at 27 degrees and Mercury is debilitated at 15 degrees in the sign of Pisces. The south node, that is Ketu, becomes stronger in Pisces. Remember, Ketu is all about spirituality and moksha, and here in Pisces, it gets a strong spiritual base as Pisces is also a spiritual sign. And the north node, that is Rahu, loses its power in Pisces. It loses balance in this water element because Rahu needs solid grounds. That is why Rahu becomes powerful in Virgo with earth energy. Now, Jupiter is also comfortable in Pisces as it's in its own sign. Pisces is the 12th astrological sign in the zodiac. It is the last zodiac and it rules the 12th house in a Kalpurush Kundali. Now, Pisces is composed of 3 nakshatras, that is the last quarter of Purva Bhadrapada, Uttara Bhadrapada, and Revati. Revati is one of the Gandamul nakshatras, so people born under this nakshatra should keep their minds calm, live a healthy lifestyle, and avoid rage and resentment. I will tell you more about the nakshatras in my later videos, but for now, just try to understand that nakshatra means constellation or a group of stars, and every zodiac is placed in some constellation in the sky. So, getting back to Pisces, now these guys like their own space. They prefer spiritual and isolated places where they can just be by themselves and connect with their inner soul. Escape for a while. They do this often because when they are in a turbulent situation, they desire to escape the reality. These guys are caring, helping, and very trusting. So people sometimes try to take undue advantage of their selflessness. Sometimes they end up becoming soft targets. They can become the victim of some awful acts that they must have not done or they're not even aware of. Now, Pisces is also known for its wisdom. People reach out to them for consultations because they have this gifted ability to dig out the hidden things and heal others. Pisces also likes to sleep a lot as we are talking about the 12th house in a Kalpurush Kundali, which indicates the sleeping state. They like music, writing, romance, movies, storybooks, novels, arts, media, and water based activities. And what they don't entertain is criticism, past hurts, brutality, unkindness, breakups, and know it all kind of attitude. So these were the basics of Pisces. Now, to understand them from a 360-degree perspective, let's dive deep into the framework of the Pisces Ascendant horoscope, also known as Meena Lagna Kundali. And guys, remember, this is a general reading, as I had mentioned this in my previous videos also, that it's a framework of this zodiac sign. So every Pisces is different depending upon all the planetary positions, like all the placements in their birth charts. But I'm sure most of it will resonate. So sit back and enjoy this video with some interesting facts based on my scientific research and logics. Jupiter rules their first house of self-interest and 10th house of career. So these guys have a lot of knowledge about their field of work. They will always try to prove themselves with the help of their good work. These guys study very hard during their early childhood days where they gather a lot of information and knowledge. Pisces is orthodox, and when I say orthodox, I mean that they will go by the books, like whatever they have studied and read, they will vouch for that and they will not go out of context. They will go by the rule book or by whatever knowledge they have inherited from their parents and gurus. Pisces is ambitious and focused. They want to achieve name and fame. They want to be recognized for their work, then be it on a larger platform or on a smaller scale. But whatever work they do, they expect acknowledgement. These guys make great teachers, counselors, consultants, mentors, and coaches. They also make good public speakers, authors, nurses, physicians, psychotherapists, fashion designers, architects, photographers, game developers, musicians, singers, social workers, or any work that requires a lot of creativity and it involves nurturing. Okay, now Cancer in the 5th house can also direct them towards converting their passion into profession. Like they can make exceptional scriptwriters, directors, and producers. They have a repository of ideas. The third house represents their hands and it is ruled by Taurus, the sign of beauty and creativity. So if they write or practice any art form, creativity will just flow through their hands. Now, as they are dreamy and impressionable, they procrastinate a lot. They get caught up in their own imaginations and create stories in their minds. They forget that they have deadlines. They don't like to be told about what they should be doing. They like teams and people around at their workplace, but they don't prefer to have a boss, and they don't even like to be anyone's boss. They enjoy working individually because then they can be more creative when they get to think with full freedom. The relationship with their subordinates and colleagues is turbulent. Same is the case with their servants. They can act a bit domineering, and that is why there can be disagreements between them. There will be power struggles, with Leo ruling the sixth house of subordinates and conflicts together. The relationship with their boss or the higher authorities is of a mentor and mentee. Now, if we look at the family life, they have internal conflicts and difference of opinions due to Mars ruling their second house of family. If we observe further, Scorpio rules their ninth house of pride and prestige, which is also ruled by Mars. This indicates that their family is prestigious. It is high priority. They like family gatherings. Their family usually has a big name in the society. Like, they can be some influential people where the father can be into politics, government administration, or army, or he can be a policeman or a technical engineer or into medical fields. The family is involved in a lot of outdoor activities together. Now, a second house also represents wealth and finance. Pisces is blessed with a wealthy family background, as the Martian energy also connects with their ninth house of good fortune. Their key focus is to achieve the goals rather than just make money. Now, the relationship with the father is intense. It will be black and white, so they will either like their dad or they are completely disassociated. Usually, there is no in between for them due to the Scorpio energy in the ninth house of father. There can be complaints from the past, like it can be about their upbringing or some regretful instances. Now, as the sixth house of enemies and conflicts is ruled by Leo with the sun energy, and as sun being the karaka of father, indicates that the conversations with the father will be argumentative and he may be overprotective. The father can be strict, and if the Mars and Sun are debilitated or afflicted, then the father may have bad habits like excessive smoking and drinking, which is harmful for their health. The father is usually less successful than their mother, as this placement of the sun is about inferiority. Leo ruling the sixth house of rivalry and competition can cause hurt to their egos through their enemies. They also have a lot of hidden enemies that they should be careful of due to the Saturnian influence in their 12th house of hidden enemies, hospitalization, jail, and isolation. Their relationship with the maternal uncles and aunt is not hunky dory. There can be an ego battle, questioning about their self esteem and pride. Now, if we talk about their health and psychology, their anger gets them excited very fast. Their immunity is naturally low, as Saturn, the Karaka of health, influences their 12th house of hospitalization and losses, and Sun, the Karaka of immunity, influences the 6th house of illness. They need to make conscious efforts to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Saturn influences their 11th house of benefits and gains and 12th house of losses and expenses. Now, due to this direct connection between the two houses, their gains and losses go hand in hand. So, if they make X amount of income, they will make equal X amount of losses. 12th house also represents investments, so they become very choosy about investing their monies. They will think 10 times before parking their funds into any scheme. Their investments don't give expected results. Gains come in slowly, which may be disappointing. They should focus more on liquid cash and assets like gold and properties, as Mars supports them in these domains more than what the Saturn would do. Now, if we look at their social circle, they have limited set of friends. There can be a lot of hidden things between the friends, like lies and deceit, and they may even incur losses or expenses in friendships, so it is not really beneficial. In fact, they are on the giving end, who is devoted, who listens and empathizes. They are the therapist of their circle. People count on their advices. They are the go-to people when it comes to any emotional breakdown like heartbreaks. But these guys are very particular about choosing their set of friends. They validate the authenticity of people before letting them in. They share a cordial relationship with their elder sibling, where the elder sibling tries to bring in discipline in the life of the Pisces. They are strict and stringent about certain things, which makes the Pisces uncomfortable to share their heart out. So later it becomes like a formal relationship where they maintain a distance. Visits to holy places will be fruitful, and travel to foreign lands for work will be beneficial. They should avoid other activities on a foreign land. It can be troublesome as Saturn indicates karma, so it will give results for hard work and not truly support leisure pursuits. Taurus with the Venusian energy rules the third house of communication and dealings, which makes their conversation sweet and pleasant. But due to the Martian energy in their second house of speech, they can go rough at times. They can sound authoritative and dominating. Otherwise, the conversations will involve a lot of preaching and esoteric topics, with Libra ruling the eighth house of occult knowledge. They like to research and talk about astrology, mysticism, tarot, and all kinds of hidden secrets in the world. Now, their sweet talks can put them under some kind of stress, so it is advised to be careful about what they speak. They should try to control their emotions, as a lot can be spilled through their words. They have helpful and beautiful neighbors with more of female energy. Third house also represents short distance travel. They find difficulties in planning short trips. In fact, they are better at making long distance travel plans to a foreign land or spiritual places. Now, their relationship with the younger sibling is neutral. Their discussion starts gently and becomes disruptive in later stage. Pisces may face some sort of trouble with their younger siblings, especially if the younger sibling is a female, but this bond will be better than that with the elder sibling. Pisces will also share their secrets with them. Now, with this combination of Venus, Pisces gets less support from the female energy. In fact, females can bring them some kind of trouble, so avoid seeking guidance for decision making from them. The Venusian energy makes them communicative with their in laws, and they get good support from them. They can get sudden gains from the in laws, like inherited properties or joint assets. They share a balanced bond with them. Pisces needs to feel a real connection with their partners. These guys are big romantics. They always want something new in a relationship. They try to add in a lot of creative activities and do different things every day. Like today they may go shopping together. Tomorrow they would want to go for movies. Day after tomorrow they would want to play some games. Okay, so every day they want to do something different. They ensure that there is no monotony, otherwise they can become irritable and grumpy. They prefer serious and long term relationship, and when they find one, they are in a rush to make it official. In fact, they are even in a rush to be in a relationship. They will look at people around them and think, is he the one, or is she the one? Okay, so and they usually end up being in a short term relationship due to unavoidable circumstances before 30, as their fifth house of love and romance is ruled by Cancer, and its ruling lord Moon waxes and wanes. So they find stability in their 30s. Pisces believes in exchange of gifts. They like pampering and being pampered. Their love is pure and motherly. They nurture their relationship. Okay, now as Venus is the Karaka of love and passion, and it influences the eighth house, they have good sexual life. Pisces has an affinity towards children. They love kids, and they always want to be available for them. They are so attached. Fifth house of children is ruled by Cancer, and as Cancer is a water sign, their childbirth process is quick and smooth. They won't face any complications during the entire process unless there is any malefic planet deposited or aspecting that house, the fifth house, or even the moon and Jupiter shouldn't be afflicted. The seventh house of spouse is ruled by Virgo with the Mercurian energy. Their spouse is usually of the same age group, and they get married after more than one attempt. Like the Pisces may like someone and is about to marry that person, but then they end up getting married to someone else. Or there can be a situation where they break up or get a divorce, or there is some kind of separation and then they go in for a second marriage. Or there can be a situation where they break their engagement and find someone else due to unavoidable circumstances. They are very calculative about choosing their spouse, and they prefer an intellectual and communicative partner. Their partner is the practical one in this companionship who strategically plans the future. Pisces will rely on their partner to keep everything systematically around them. Now, their spouse brings in a lot of stability in almost all life domains, right from bringing emotional balance to financial planning and investments together. Now, as Gemini rules the fourth house with the Mercurian connection, Pisces can find their partners through their mothers, close to their homeland, or from the same city. Now, if they plan to set up a business together, then they will be successful in doing that. It's a great combination for business partnership because they both will come with clean minds to foster and build the business. They may have more than one business partner. They prefer running their business from home or from a comfortable office environment, as they like to work out of a nice cozy setup. Now, as I mentioned earlier, they make great consultants, so their setup can be like a place where they coach or train their clients. They make fantastic HR professionals, as there's a lot of people management involved here. So basically, whatever work they do, they need to have a lot of people and communication involved in that project. They have excellent problem solving skills. They share a home like relationship with their business partners, who is almost a part of their family, and the Pisces wants everyone at home to know and understand the business partner. Pisces is their mother's favorite. They are childlike with the mother, and there is a lot of communication between them. The mother can help them in setting up their business. In fact, the mother can also make a good business partner, as she is resourceful. She can introduce the Pisces to her network for business. As Cancer rules their fifth house of love, it indicates a close emotional bond with the mother. Now, their true relationship can be identified by seeing the placement of the moon in their original birth charts. In case the moon is afflicted, then in later stage there will be misunderstandings between them, but the communication always remains intact, no matter if it's shorter. These guys are very chatty in their home environment on usual topics. It is also observed that the mother plays a key role in their basic education. She teaches them how to be artistic, how to be communicative, and how to express themselves to the outside world. She teaches life lessons to the Pisces out of her own experiences. Now, Pisces can only learn if the subject interests them and if it is relatable. They understand arts more than technical education. For higher education, they opt for technical studies or communication, film studies, advertising, philosophy, journalism, HR, occult sciences, PhD, and research, due to the combination of Scorpio in the ninth house of higher learning and Gemini in the fourth house of education. They like to dig deep and study subjects that are not known to other people, as Scorpio is about the deep waters. Pisces likes to have more than one property and vehicles. Now, Pisces is the topmost spiritual sign of the zodiac. If we talk about their spiritual life, the ninth house of religion and higher learnings is ruled by Scorpio, and the 12th house of spirituality is ruled by Aquarius. This makes them philosophical and attracted towards unraveling the mysteries of death and rebirth. They believe in complete transformation of their knowledge, so they keep updating themselves. They keep researching about the depth of the situations around them. They introspect. These guys participate in esoteric philosophical debates, as Martian energy in their second house of speech and ninth house of spiritual learning makes them very vocal about these subjects. They also like to read about the dark side of the world, so they will discuss about the suspense thriller shows or the books that they read about a murder mystery. Now, they can also become a yogi or a spiritual guru. Alright, friends, that was about Pisces. And one question must have crossed your minds, that how two individuals with the same zodiac sign don't behave or think the same way. Like, you may have a friend with the same zodiac sign who's different from you. So let me tell you, their framework and reactive tendencies can be similar, but rest of the things completely depends upon the positioning of all the planets in your birth horoscope and the nakshatras they are in. And if you want to discover and understand yourself better, then you can book your session online with me. For that, you can select a service of your choice from the list given on my website www.manageyourdestiny.com. Once you make the payment, I will analyze your horoscope using your birth details provided by you. My consultations are available on phone, Skype, or WhatsApp video. I am based in Mumbai, India, and have an international client base. You can also book me for an inspiring talk for podcast lectures and seminars worldwide on destiny management through astrology to capture your audience at your corporate or social events. And in case you don't know about my coaching concept, then you can check out the link of my previous video, Destiny Management Through Astrology. How can it help you, in the description box below. Alright guys, so this is the end of my zodiac series where I gave you a complete overview of all the zodiacs covering almost about all life domains. So I will come up with another videos where I will give you astrological insights on various interesting and relatable topics. And guys, you can always ask me related questions or leave your comments in the comment box below. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. So hit the like button and share it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming videos. And you can also follow my page Manage Your Destiny on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter for my latest post updates. Bye bye for now.